In this final chapter, I'll show you the easiest way to start recording a song with our completed House 101 combi using the M3's internal sequencer. And then we'll turn our song into a WAV file so you can make an MP3 out of it or put it on a CD. Note that we'll be doing our work here on the M3 directly since the M3 editor doesn't support most of the utilities and features that we'll need for this chapter. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is make sure the global mode is set up so that the notes from the pads are properly recorded into the sequencer. So on the M3, go to global mode, press page select, touch P1 MIDI, touch the MIDI routing tab, and make sure that the pad's MIDI out is set to chord notes. It's important to note that if you want the M3 to remember these settings the next time you turn it on, you'll need to touch the menu button and select Write Global Setting. Otherwise, the controller settings will be reset to their defaults when you turn off the M3. So from here, let's go back to combi mode and our House 101 combi. And then the easiest way to start working on a song with any combi or program is to use the M3's Auto Song Setup feature. So as long as we have our combi selected here in combi mode, we can press and hold the Enter button and then press the Record Write button in the sequencer transport section. A dialog comes up saying set up to record, so let's answer OK. And at this point, the combi is copied into a new song in the internal sequencer. All of the necessary tracks are record enabled, the metronome is ticking, and the M3 is waiting for you to start recording. So then you just need to press the Start Stop button, wait 2 bars for the count off, and start playing and making controller moves. So I started with chord trigger 1, play a lead line, change scenes, use the pads, change some more scenes back and forth, move a few real-time controls, change a few karma controls, turn karma off, and press stop. Now all of that is recorded into my song. So press locate and then start stop, and you've got the basis for a song that you can later refine and edit as you desire. So now let's export our song's audio into a WAV file. To start, you'll need a USB flash memory stick plugged into one of the M3's USB slots. Go to the Sampling Audio In tab and make sure the Use Global Setting checkbox is set to off. Click the menu button, scroll all the way to the right, and select Auto Sampling Setup. In the dialog, select 2-channel mix to media and press OK. In the sampling setup section, you'll need to select Save to Media if it's not already selected. Also, you should make sure that the sample time is set to something longer than your song. It doesn't have to be exact because we'll actually stop the sampling manually, but you don't want it to be shorter than the song. For now, let's set it to 2 minutes. You can see that the trigger setting is set to sequencer start switch, which means the sampling will start when you start playing back the sequence. Now touch the menu button again and touch select directory. This is where we specify where to save the file, and normally this will default to the root folder, but you could specify a different directory on the USB stick. I've got an empty stick here so you can see that there are no files showing. And this is also where we set a name for the file, so we'll enter house and then touch OK, and you can see the name changes to house00 because it adds the take number to our name. If we do multiple takes, this number will automatically increase. Okay, let's touch done. And to start sampling the WAV file, turn on the record button in the sampling section, then turn on the sampling start stop button. With both of these on, it's waiting for the start of the sequence. So press the sequencer start stop button and the sampling begins. Let it play through the whole song. Once the song ends, press the sequencer stop button to end the sample. Let's go to the media mode, and here's the resulting WAV file in the directory. To check the WAV file, we can press the sampling start stop button to play it directly from your flash drive. From here, you can bring the WAV file over to your computer and turn it into an MP3, or even burn it onto a CD directly if you have a USB CD burner attached. Alright, before we end our series, I'd like to mention that if you've enjoyed working with the M3 editor and you really want to get even further into the power of Karma, it's a great idea to check out the Karma M3 software from Karma Lab, which provides a far deeper and more complete interface into the world of programming Karma. The Karma M3 software even allows you to create your own GEs or import MIDI phrases and turn them into GEs. Also, Karma developer Stephen K. and I have co-produced a set of 32 Karmified combis for the M3 and M50 using all the techniques we've discussed here in these chapters. The set is called Reincarnated, and it's available through Karma Lab in the Karma Sound Sets section. For audio and video demos and other details, please go to karma-lab.com/reincarnated. And that wraps up our House 101 series. By now you've learned how to take an initialized combi and turn it into a fully karmified real-time music making machine, record it, and make a WAV file out of it. Congratulations on sticking with us through all 45 chapters, and I wish you all good karma. Yeah!